Happy Thursday in the fantastic community of Braintree. We are pleased to be here today to celebrate lives saved through a wonderful hero. That hero's name is Lucas Flint. My name is Matt Boger. We represent, along with my president and CEO, Alexandra Glazier, New England Donor Services. We are the federally designated organ procurement organization responsible of helping save lives each and every day through the miracle of organ and tissue transplantation. I want to thank the community of Braintree and the wonderful elected officials here today to support this wonderful event. I also want to thank the neighbors of this wonderful park, the Lucas Flint Memorial Park here in Braintree, JT Auto, which is right here, who comes and waters these plants each and every day. Tim and Joe, thank you so much for having us in your backyard. Really appreciate that. Organ donation truly is a community event, and I want to thank the Registrar of Motor Vehicles, Colleen, who does a wonderful job, her and her hundreds of staff each and every day presenting that question, would you like to register as an organ and tissue donor? And getting this heart on your license, saying that yes, if needed, I could donate and save someone else's life. I want people to realize that organ donation is very, very rare. It does not happen often. In fact, you're more likely to need a transplant than to become an organ donor, but there is that opportunity to help save a life. This park is a beautiful park. A couple years ago, we noticed that there was this interesting metal contraption right behind us. And so Verizon approached Susan and said, you know, we know your story, we want to know how we can help. And so Verizon offered their structure to create this wonderful Donate Life logo to remind people of the wonderful gifts that Lucas gave and the importance of registering as an organ and tissue donor. Again, through the RMV and or online at registerme.org. I do also want to thank the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, who's running a fantastic campaign to educate the Massachusetts public about organ donation. And they've created a state website, mass.gov/organ donor. That Mass state site brings you to a site where you can register right now. You don't have to wait every 5 years to get your license, but it's a great show of support for organ donation. I'm always pleased to be in Braintree. The amount of energy and positivity is contagious, and I'm so pleased to have the mayor say a few words. Mayor, thank you so much.
Thank you, Matt. I just want to thank everyone for coming out today. This just shows the collaboration of all of our legislators to come together, all of our elected officials to come together for the Flint family. We know that Lucas was a hero, and it's interesting because Mike Bazokis is also a classmate of Susan's and mine, and he gave me a call one day and he said, hey, what do you think if we do something with the box over there, and what do I need to go about to do it? And I'm like, do whatever you want to do, because I knew he was going to do such a great job, and I really appreciate everything that Verizon has done and the collaboration in regards to this box. And for me, this is just, hopefully this is the first box, and we're going to take a look at all the boxes around town to see if we can decorate all or as many as we can. It's important for us to continue the message, and I think Braintree is a leader and has been a leader in Donate Life, and it started under Mayor Sullivan, and I was fortunate enough to continue it. And you know, everyone out here has a first-hand story about somebody that either received an organ or somebody that gave organs. So it's so important for us to continue to educate and get people to check off that box. And you know, I always pull out my license and show the little heart on it and say, if you have one of these, you should have one of these. So, you know, we continue to share that message. But I think most importantly today, we are here in memory of Lucas Flint, a hero who saved so many lives. And you know, when we look at what Susan and her family have done, who knows how many more lives have been saved because of their hard work with Donate Life. So I just want to take one moment, and I want to recognize Verizon And I'm going to ask Mike Bazokis to come up because he's the man. So the town of Braintree does recognize Verizon in recognition, dedicating the Verizon Chili Box in honor of Lucas Flint and Donate Life. And we offer our sincerest appreciation to Verizon for helping raise awareness of our community and the importance of organ and tissue donation. And this is for you, Mike, for Verizon.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right?
Thank you.
You're a good man. And it is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce our next guest and next speaker. And he certainly has been an advocate for everything Braintree. We tried to move him down here. We couldn't get him out of Southie, but he is one of the greatest human beings, not just congressman, but he is a great human being, and we couldn't be luckier than to have my friend Congressman Stephen Lynch represent us. Congressman Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, kind words. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mayor Kokoros, for your kind words. Mayor Chuck is a partner of mine. We work on so many things together. It's always a joy for me to be here in Braintree. You know, this is typical Braintree, right? It is a shining example of what's best about America, and I'm sure that my colleagues, Senator Keenan and Senator Timilty, would agree, as well as Representative Cusack. This is a wonderful tribute, and it would only happen with so many people involved, right? I want to thank J&T Auto for their care and attention to this park. They've been absolutely wonderful. I want to thank Mike and also Pat Morelli for their involvement here, and the men and women from Verizon. I notice we have a huge contingent here from Verizon who rallied around Mike's family, Mike Bazokis' family, to really show thanks as a recipient family. I also want to thank New England Donor Services, which it's the first independent donor distribution and acquisition firm in terms of helping families who need organ donations. So Alice Glazier is here, the CEO. She does a wonderful job, and I've been able to work with her in the past, not only in Massachusetts, but all across New England. So we're very thankful for their help as well. I wear a couple of hats today. Not only am I an elected official here, but my family has been directly benefited by the kindness of people and families like the Flint family. This is really, really an opportunity to recognize the sheer heroism and sublime kindness of Lucas Flint. And so I just want to thank him and his family. I want to thank Susan for turning their own pain into an example on how other families might be helped. In Lucas's example, because of his kindness, because of his thoughtfulness, because of his heroism, he was able to help 5 different families whose loved ones were in need of organ transplant. And I know what that feels like. My brother-in-law, Joe O'Leary, United States Army, Vietnam veteran, married to my sister Karen, with very young children at the time, was suffering from debilitating and it would have been eventually terminal liver disease. And Joe, because of the liver donor program going on at that time at Leahy Clinic, Joe received a liver and was able to recover. And I saw firsthand how Joe's life was transformed. He got a second chance because of people like Lucas Flint. And he was able to, see his kids grow. He's an unbelievable father. So as someone who has benefited from the liver donation program and the organ donation community, I just want to say from a recipient side how grateful we are that the doctors that are involved, the pharmaceutical companies that are involved, that create this anti-rejection medicine that allows these transplants to be successful. It's a miracle. It really is a medical miracle. But at the root of it all are people like Lucas Flint, who think about this and who make that decision. And as Matt Bolger said earlier, it's not that common. It's not that common, and it needs to be. There are so many people waiting in line for organ donations. I know my predecessor, Joe Moakley, was a liver donor recipient, and it allowed him to continue in office for a number of years and continue to do good work. And so I've seen on several occasions how that can be life-changing, life-extending, but also such a sublime gesture on human terms for what they have done. So I want to thank the town of Braintree and all the people here that have been so willing to be an example of what's the best of humanity. And I want to thank New England, the New England Donor Organization for their part in this as well. I want to thank my friend Chuck Kokoros for his contribution here as well. And in closing, I just want to say, please think about becoming an organ donor. It's a simple decision, but as you can see here today, it can be profoundly important to so many families. Thank you.
Congressman Lynch, thanks so much for your remarks. We miss you on Beacon Hill, but you do even a better job in D.C. And through your leadership, we look for great things in the next coming years, sir. Thank you so much. Your leadership is inspiring. Senator Tilty, wonderful to have you here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. First of all, Susan, thank you very much. Susan, and you and your family. Susan, you are a leader for all of us. And to pick up on the Congressman's remarks, it's always an honor to follow the mayor and the Congressman. This is Braintree. What a great team. The town of Braintree, the Flint family, New England Donor Services, led by Alex. Thank you, Alex. Our Registry of Motor Vehicles, our Verizon workers. This is what America's all about. It truly is. And Lucas, the heroism that you pointed out, Congressman, Lucas has saved 5 lives, and that's the Flint family. And Susan, you keep on saving lives with your actions, not only here today, but 365 days a year. Thank you for everything you do, Susan. Thank you. And I thank the town of Braintree for embracing, under the leadership of Mayor Sullivan and our Mayor Kokoros, embracing Susan Flint and your crusade. And it is a crusade to save lives. And what Lucas did for all of us will live on forever. So it's an honor to be here today. To JT Auto, thank you very much, gentlemen. To Verizon, this is a wonderful team. And this is what our country is all about today, led by the Flint family. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Keenan, please. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Thanks to you.
Thank you, Matt, and good morning, everybody. It really is an honor to be here. First, I just want to say thank you to everybody. This is truly a remarkable location, a remarkable spot, and in memory of a remarkable individual and a remarkable family. You know, when you think of Lucas's tragic passing, when that happened, it was shock, and then there was mourning and tears of sorrow. When that was happening, there were 5 lives that were in the balance. And those tears of sorrow, because of the selfless sacrifice of Lucas's family, became tears of joy for those 5 individuals and for their families. And the Congressman touched on it. It's not just those 5 and a brother or a sister or a spouse or a child. There will be tears of joy for generations, because there will be weddings and birthdays and all those events that we hold so dear, that those 5 people and their generation will be able to enjoy. So it is truly the gift that keeps on giving. And Susan, thank you for everything that you have done. The memory of Lucas is here now for everybody to see as they drive by. And what Lucas did is here for everybody to notice as well and to be inspired by. So thank you so much. Thank you all. And Lucas, we thank you for what you did for so many generations of people. Thank you.
Thank you, senators. Thank you, congressmen. Thank you, mayor. Thank you, everyone in Braintree for being support for this. Just to be clear, those 5 lives were from Lucas's heart, his left lung, his liver, and 2 kidneys. Those are the 5 individuals he touched in such an important way. I do want to specifically call out and thank Colleen Ogilvie for the wonderful job she does each and every day at the RMV. Hundreds of staff members are asking that important question. Would you like to register as an organ and tissue donor? It is a voluntary choice. You can say yes or you can say no, but it is not a neutral choice. Both the state and federal government strongly supports it, and we are on a state document in all 50 states. That is an important opportunity to help save a person's life. So we have that public health opportunity, and we encourage people to say yes, so we want to thank you. Right now, it's almost 51% of people in Massachusetts say yes. We know that there's more of an interest in people registering, so getting that message out is fantastic. I do want to... Colleen wanted to have all the glow focus on Susan, and we agree with that, but I did want to give this Lifesaver Award to Colleen and her staff, that you are truly saving lives through simply asking that question. Thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. This background here is because of what you guys do. It is so wonderful to partner with an organization that everyone knows and everyone loves, Verizon. And for them to kind of bring up this idea to us was wonderful because they get it. And they're entrenched here in Braintree. Getting more signs like this would be great, but also proliferating this through Massachusetts. And my assumption is Verizon's reach is even further than that. We'd embrace that opportunity as well. So, Mike, thank you so much for the wonderful work you do. If you want to say a few words, we'd love to have you. And through you to all of the wonderful Verizon people here. Appreciate that.
Thanks. I was very happy to do this for Sue. I've known her forever. She was brought into this organization through a tragedy. My family's been in it on the other side. I had a cousin, John Morelli, that was a recipient, and 10 years ago, he's doing great today. I want to thank everyone else for being here, and I want to thank my bosses for letting us do this. This all came about because my fellow union brothers came to me with saying this thing was kind of ugly in the middle of this beautiful little park. So we were trying to figure out what to do. We came up with this idea, and I think it came out great. That's about it, and become an organ donor, everyone. So thank you, guys.
We're excited about this wonderful relationship, and we want to thank Verizon for what they do each and every day. This is a really great event, and we are so pleased to be part of it. New England Donor Services want to engage the community at all levels, and we do that. Here in Braintree, here in Massachusetts, and here and throughout New England. We are here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 300 and how many days there are in a year. We are there. I am so pleased to introduce my president and CEO, Alex Glazier.
Great, thank you, Matt. So I am the president and CEO of New England Donor Services, and I think Senator Lynch really said it best. This is sublime kindness. That's such a great term, and I'll be using that going forward because what we have the privilege of doing at this organization is seeing the absolute best of people in the most tragic of circumstances. Families like the Flint family that want to help someone in need, but someone they don't know. And it's really an incredible and beautiful thing to witness, and a privilege for our organization to work within New England, within Massachusetts, and specifically within communities like Braintree that have embraced our life-saving mission as part of your life-saving mission. Thank you.
So when you go to an event, there are warm-up acts. We are all the warm-up act for Susan Flint, who is an inspiration. I got to meet her through through Lucas's donation, but honestly, she's become a dear friend, and I care deeply about her. Susan, we thank you for, as the senator said, the inspiration you provide us all, and for the heroism that Lucas has provided. Please, thank you so much.
I want to thank absolutely everyone. Michael, 'cause he asked me if I would mind if this would happen. We should ask her first. Love it. Verizon, everybody. Joe and Tim and your whole crew. Wonderful. Wonderful. Can't say enough. And of course, all you guys, Chuck, just the registry, Donate Life, and my political guys. And all my friends that are here. I can't thank anybody enough, but Matt told me to say something about Lucas, because he would be 25 this month, and I can't get my head around that, 25. And I often beat myself up saying, why don't I cry more? Because I don't cry a lot. I cry little bits here and there. It's usually quick. I feel like I don't cry enough. But then I think, I'm like, why am I crying? I walk this street every day to his billboard up the street, and I walk here. I see strangers sitting here. Now my leg's shaking. I go volunteer at the registry. People stop me. Are you Billboard Boy's mother? Are you Lucas's mother? Are you the boy's mother? Nobody knows my name. They just know I'm his mother. And that's kind of fine by me. And I think that's why I don't cry, because everything makes me happy. And I'm not ashamed to say, but I do find myself, I am a very happy person. And sometimes I'm guilty with that. But I know why, he knows why, and that's something I live with. But this makes me so happy. And I love to see strangers sitting here that I don't know. And I've met wonderful people sitting here. So I just want to thank everyone. This is beautiful. And I'm going to read something that showed up on my Facebook today. Oh, my hands are shaking too. It showed up, it's a quote from Rose Kennedy. I am not a follower of Rose, but it showed up. It's been said that time heals all wounds. I do not agree. The wounds remain. In time, the mind, protecting its sanity, covers them with scar tissue, and the pain is lessened, but it never goes away. I thought that was pretty strange to read first thing this morning. It kind of fit, because it doesn't go away. But thank you for everything. I hope Lucas is watching this and saying, Mom, you're obnoxious. So, thank you.
So yesterday I looked at the weather and it said rain, so Lucas is definitely here because this is the bluest sky I've seen all summer.
Right?
So there's no doubt that is. I do want to point out that Susan has created this magnet of 5 hearts. Those 5 hearts are the 5 lives that he saved. It's a really wonderful event. So I want to thank everyone. I do want to thank the Braintree Local Community Access TV. You guys are wonderful. There's a phrase, if a tree falls in the forest, does anyone hear it? It does if it's documented. So I want to thank the wonderful leadership here in Braintree. Honestly, this is a great community. I don't know what you have in your water, but it needs to be distributed all over the place. And Verizon, thank you for what you do each and every day. And our neighbors at JT Auto, thank you so much. Again, for me, an important part for us is the state, and the RMV does a great job. And Susan, this day is about you and your son. So thank you so much, really appreciate that. I would love to do a quick picture. If you guys all could stand up here, we want to have this. And then Susan, if you could come here. If you guys could all come stand here, we'll do a quick picture and then let you do your busy day. And I do know that the wonderful Patriot Ledger's here. Happy to answer any questions you may have.